Welcome everybody to the first episode of Anomaly Anonymous. That is going to be the podcast's name. We're going to be doing an episode basically every patch. This is the pre-release episode. I'm Nyph, or Jay, like that's what people call me. I'm 30 years old and I'm from California, and we're going to go around in a circle here. I think our Discord call, we're all in the same format. So is Evac below me for everybody else? So
yes.
We'll go clockwise. If everybody wants to introduce themselves, you could go ahead, Evac.
My name is Evac. I stream and make videos of Gacha games. Currently, right now, I'm focusing on ARPG. I've been doing this like on and off for a year. Sometimes, I just don't have time and I'm busy with work. But I'm also in my 30s and also living in California right now.
Sweet.
Nice. I guess that means I'm next. Hi guys, I'm Vyncent Remathar. I basically cover a lot of Gacha games. Most that I play now, I'm starting to get into NTE. I normally do story content, but now I'm also like dipping my toes into guide content. I've done some for NTE. Those actually worked really well, and I'm looking forward to chatting with you guys because NTE is hype.
Sweet. Yo, my name is Stix, Gacha content creator, which pretty much entails playing mobile games as a fully grown man. I cover everything and anything, everything that comes to mind. Do a video, boom, I'm done. That's it. That's me in a nutshell.
BaconEvan here, variety gamer turned Gacha gamer this past year. My videos contain the poll aspects of the Gacha, so let's go gambling, as they say. And yeah, I just like to enjoy doing the poll content, and I'm looking forward to poll on NTE.
Okay, my name is Joker. Nice to meet you guys. And Joker came from Persona, as you can see back there. That is a game that I really do enjoy. All my friends call me that. And I've done content creation for a minute, but I've just started really taking it seriously recently. It's more than just Gacha games, but I kind of only play Gacha games kind of right now. So hopefully in the future I expand a little bit more. But definitely excited for Neverness to Everness for sure.
Oh yeah. Everybody here, have you guys been dipping your toes in the beta? Anybody have like some real deep experience in there that they wanna chime in on? I know
I played every beta since. Sorry, go on.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, I played every beta since the first beta. I played the Chinese versions. I played the Gamescom version because we're flown out to Gamescom. I played the TGS version because we're flown out to TGS last year. And then have access right now to the game. So, because I mean, we're sponsored to do content for the game, and there have been so many improvements I think made over time, which has been just remarkable. The gameplay, the character models, the textures. I mean, the ray tracing that's coming looked fantastic.
Yeah.
If y'all saw the inclusion of it from the live stream that happened earlier, man, that is gonna blow people's minds, but also computers up.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah, I was
my computer might touch the ceiling.
Okay, my experience with it has been not as extensive as Stix's. Like, I've been able to also experience the one that they offered at the Gamescom show floor. Beyond that, the only one that I have is the current one that's going on for the content creator program. And I've actually had quite a lot of fun with it. I did not expect to have that much fun with it, mostly due to the fact that I've already experienced quite a few of these Gacha games, and I didn't expect it to offer that much more on the City Tycoon front, right? I like the combat, don't get me wrong, but it just felt like there was something else to do, not just farm your characters and, level them up, gear them up, get their weapons, and all of that jazz. It was really refreshing.
Yeah, I think refreshing really is like the name of the game with Everness. Like, it has actual gameplay that sets it apart from what we've come to expect in our traditional open world gacha games. Like, I felt like Arknights was setting itself apart with its factory system, and that was pretty neat. But then we get a whole city to like explore and do stuff in. You could like race cars and run a cafe. So it feels like that's the city tycoon part is the factor that's really going to set it apart, in my opinion, at least.
And you can invite people back to your bachelor pad.
Ooh, and
The
four-player co-op
waifu
as well.
specifically. Pardon?
Only.
Yeah, about that. I'm not gonna say anything.
For me, I have no experience with the beta or anything, but I've been loosely following Neverness to Everness, and it's every time I looked into it, I got a little bit more interested. But with the latest beta, with like all the reviews from like Stix, I Win and Lose, I just wow, that's such a huge improvement. So I'm pretty hyped to just get in there.
100%.
Bacon.
You can go first, Joker. I can collect my thoughts.
Thank you. I wanted to, I guess you can say, piggyback a little bit on what Vyncent said. This is my first time even touching the beta. I had signed up for it before, but I don't think I got in. So a lot of my experience was just YouTube. That was like it. My brother got into it, so I would like go into his room and kind of take a little peek over to kind of see what was going on and kind of listen to what he said. But I'm coming from a background of playing Genshin Impact and Zenless Zone Zero for like a long time, and I had looked at some of the other games that came out. I think that this was a little bit refreshing. The fantasy world aspect is cool, but I mean I've seen it before, and I think that being put in a city and having a little bit more recreation, I guess you can say, was a little bit more refreshing. Again, like Vyncent said, it's like kind of like an artifact farming simulator after you catch up with some of the other games, and at least here there's a lot of stuff to do. I haven't been able to get my butt kicked in Mahjong yet, but I'm sure that when I'm able to queue up, that will definitely happen. I'm not really that good at racing, but I will try, and we'll see if I can at least not get last. But there's a lot of just extra recreational stuff to do that I'm actually really excited for, and that I've actually been enjoying so far. Playing in the beta, it's pretty nice, and the waifus, of course. I would like Hathor to be somewhere right here, so that's how I feel so far. Pretty good.
Very nice, very nice. I am in the current beta as of now. What I took away from the current beta is the different sceneries you could do. Like you can change the weather from sunny, the rain, the snow, and then all the different like aspects of walking through that. I took a lot of recordings and pictures of it, and it's so nice. Like walking through this in this time of day or walking through that in the time of day. It's such a good like moment to do that you can't do it. Well, okay, except for Genshin, but Genshin's a bit different. NTE has its own personal style to it, Yep. I think that's pretty much it. All of you talked about the other things about it, so I have nothing more to add.
There's also the world interactions that they touched on in the trailer as well, which allows for you to. I mean, I think that what did they mention? They were like they went to the grocery store and there was the store clerk that was handing the main character the bag of groceries, and then there was when they were out in the world they happened to cross a vending machine. They walked up to the vending machine, got a soda. Like I think it's small features like that, and they even showed with the weather changing systems, the footprints, the marks from the tires and everything in the actual environment that changes. I think it's little things like that make a game better. Like you can have like really cool, enormous, like cluttersome special effects, but I think like when it comes down to it, it's the small little features that most people don't recognize are there until they do that help define like a game and make it that much better.
Immersion.
Personally.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yes.
I think I know what you mean, because it's kind of like these little almost life simulation like systems that they implement into the game that make it worthwhile. Like basically stuff like Star Citizen also has like very in-depth systems, or Crimson Desert also has a ton of features where you can basically just like cook whatever meat you find by reflecting the
RuneScape.
light with the sword, right? It's just like if you think you can do it in real life, you implement one of these little systems, and you can make that experience that much more, let's say, believable to an extent, right?
Yeah,
But you know, that's just my opinion.
I'm all about like this side stuff, like not just beating up people, but like I grew up playing RuneScape. Like I've been playing RuneScape for 22 years. Like I'll go fish, and I'll fish for a long time. But we'll see how that fits into a gacha game where it feels like gacha games always feel like it's all about the progression, and I'm just here to get my relics and get a incrementally better relic. I think that having the ability to explore the city and do the mini games and do things with friends and stuff could really make it have a little bit of a more cozy feel to it, where you're going to actually want to spend time in the world outside of just doing your dailies and farming for equipment and whatnot.
Y'all care about progression in your gacha games. I get in, I play the story, I get the cute waifu, and then I just wait till the next patch comes out.
That's where
What do you
at.
mean? I have endgame to do. Of course I care about progression. Endgame, my guy.
I care a lot about endgame, yeah.
I need 30
I have-
stars.
I literally have no characters built for the vast majority. I play 15 gacha games every single day, and I have like 2 of them that I actually have endgame teams built for. The majority of them I just log in, play, have fun. I'm casual. I'm like a disgustingly filthy casual at the end of the day, and I'm okay admitting that.
I don't see a problem with that. I
Guilty.
mean, you're doing a lot better than I do. I can't play that many at a time because I guess I can classify as, it depends. So I don't know if there's any Zenless Zone Zero players here, but for me personally, like the Deadly Assault, I live in it. If I'm that top 1%, I'm gonna tweak out. So I don't know why, but like I specifically try hard in that game. But Genshin Impact, if you look good enough, you're on the team. I didn't care, right? Like the Spiral Abyss. If I get there, cool. If not, I really don't care. But then I tried a little bit hard in Zenless Zone Zero. But in my defense, it's because I was already caught up with everything. There was nothing else to do, and I can't like play multiple. I can play multiple games, but not multiple of the same type games. Me personally, like if I'm done with Zenless Zone Zero, I'm gonna probably go get my behind handed to me on Marvel Rivals, and then cry and go to sleep. Like I can't go to like, from that to Genshin to Wuthering Waves. I've never played Wuthering Waves actually. I mean, I usually try to make it like maybe 1 or 2 games, and then just after I lose the 50-50, then I go torture myself on something else. But it just depends. But I mean, yeah, I think that this one's gonna be really fun. I'm pretty sure there is some in-game stuff. I don't know if I want to try in-game. There's a couple of content things that I'm thinking of. Plus, I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a lot of people that are gonna be able to make something shake in game. I might just go for, like I said, I'm gonna just go for whatever works with Hathor, and if it don't, I'm gonna make it work. That's kind of how I got.
At least you won't be losing any 50-50s here, so
that's what I'm talking
pretty
about.
Exciting. I'm really hoping that they monetize the hell out of skins. Like, I don't want having no 50-50 to mean that we like get less currency overall. Especially if you're a free-to-play player. Like, I'm an adult. I'm going to spend money on the game because I can. But, like, spend responsibly. But having no 50-50 is really exciting.
Also, having the pity carryover for the guarantee, because Arknight's Enfield, I think one of the major points of contention with Enfield was that the guarantee didn't carry over. So you could get to, like, 119 out of 120 pulls, and as soon as that banner ends, it's reset back down to 0. Like, the 50-50 banner carried over, but the guarantee banner did not carry the pity over. So in NTE, you make it to 89 out of 90, and your luck really, really sucks to get to that point. But if you make it to 89 out of 90, then the guarantee is there, and you're at 89 out of 90 of the next character. So, if Nanalie gets to 89 out of 90, then I think Hotori is the second banner character, so then you'll have 89 out of 90 for the guarantee for her. So I think that's a phenomenal way of handling it. Because I love Enfield. It's one of my 5 favorite gacha games right now, but damn, that's a shitty system.
Or Uma Musume, like 200 pull to spark is crazy. I don't know. I've hurt my wallet with Uma Musume.
I'll be honest, for me, it's really interesting to see because I'm a hoarder, right? I don't pull every chance I get.
Hmm.
Like I've got like 270 standard pulls in Withering Waves, for example, right? And I'm just waiting for limited characters to be added to that banner. But for me, the gacha system for Arknight's Enfield actually kind of works a little bit because I just wait and I wait and I wait and I can basically lose my 50-50 to one of the limited units that I've skipped, basically. So it's kind of good, it's kind of bad. It's a little bit, it depends on the result, right? If I get what I want, I'm happy.
You have patience.
Yeah.
They-
Both Fengi at 110, so it hurts. At the same time, like, well, 10 less pulls I have to use, but man, 110 out of like 120 feels bad.
All right. Speaking of banners, what are your like top characters that you're looking forward to? We'll do like a standard banner character and a limited banner character. For me, standard banner, I'm feeling like Bai Cheng's vibes quite a bit. Surprisingly, like he seems like a high skill cap character, like with a high skill ceiling, but probably Haether, honestly, if I'm being honest. And then for limited banner, I'm most looking forward to Lacrimosa because she's cute.
I mean, you gotta give it to Jiwon for her cake. Like, I invited her over to the bachelor pad. She's in those sweatpants, and it's like in your face, bro. So
Very good.
I mean, there's her. There's also the chick with the eye patch. I don't know if she's gonna be a playable character or not. She might just be a villain, or she might have a redemption arc or something and become a playable character. I don't know, but if she is, that's my number one right there. Definitely. And also, if she's not, then my number one is the chick in the white shirt. That was just
Mint.
wearing only the white shirt. She had the horns.
Oh.
Okay,
Oh,
that's fine.
Shinku?
Shinku, yeah.
I don't know her name, but she had horns, a giant ass tail, and she was wearing like, yeah, okay.
She looks
So y'all know what I'm
fucking
talking
sick.
about.
Yeah.
Right?
Very good.
Me next? Okay.
Yeah.
Basically, what I'm looking for in terms of like the standard banner, I want Ju Yuan just because of the skills that she has. Like, yeah, okay, fine. The cake as well. The cake as well. I see you are a skin connoisseur because there's no way you would have seen the cake without the skin.
Oh, of course.
Since you called her over, Stix, I want to ask: did you interact with her? Have you seen the hug animation? Just asking.
I posted a video of the hug animation where she like embraces you and you like go backwards and she like comes over and she like touches your chin and stuff.
yeah.
Yes. Yep. She shows you who's in charge. But yeah, basically, I like her due to her kit. She's very useful as a main DPS that also is capable of gathering and has a lot of AoE potential. Bai Song is cool, but he's not going to be on the same team as Ju Yuan for me. In terms of like limited characters, I'm going to be aiming for both Nanali and Hotori. But if we're talking my absolute favorite, I want to deal with the dragon lady, right? The one with the big tail and the shirt, right? I'm a sucker. I am a sucker for that kind of character. I am sorry.
Perfectly fine.
I'm with you.
And then as for me, I don't know any combat related or like kit related. Just pure like out of aesthetic. Standard banner is probably Daffodil. I don't know. There's a certain charm with like a woman in a suit that I like. Like I also like in Zen Zone Zero, I like Yanagi. It's probably my favorite character. Like a suit and glasses. Those two combos like are really good. And then as for what limited character, I guess like maybe Hodori. I don't really know anybody else, but Hodori with the kimono vibe and whatnot. But yeah, it's me. So might change, when it launches and I get to know more about the characters, because right now it's just the visuals is what attracts me.
So it's important anyway.
Joker.
Bacon. Oh, go ahead.
You can go first. I'll collect my thoughts again. Sorry.
Okay. No, you're good. You're good. Shocker. Standard ban. I know you guys didn't believe I'd pick this, but Hathor, of course. Yeah, I saw the wing, I saw the motorcycle. That's all I needed. In Zenless Zone Zero, I may or may not have broken my bank to get Ijuan C6. So they're damn near twins. It's just one of them has a wing attached to her back. So I needed it as soon as I saw it. I'm sorry. It's cool that she does damage and stuff, but she could have been the worst character in the game. I would need it on the team. So
are you a Makoto simp for Persona 5?
For 5, wow. So if I had to pick my favorite, it would be Makoto's sister, Sai. Yeah, in the palace, I saw that. I was risking it all. I didn't. Hey, you can have me. Sai and Takemi, the doctor. I was hurt every day. You know what I mean? I'm sick now. I need to go see her after this. So there was something about Hathor that I just really liked. For limited, of course, I'm gonna try for Anomaly. She's gonna be the first limited person. I feel like that's gonna be pretty cool. Plus, I was randomly watching for no reason, like the Godfather and stuff, and I didn't know Anomaly was like a part of she has her own like family with the boss and stuff. I thought it was hilarious. So why not be a part of the family? The person that I'm really looking forward to though is, I believe her name is Alfar, the director. Whenever she comes out,
she's sick.
Yeah, she can throw me through the window. I need whatever she has. I saw her at the very beginning, obviously when you first start, and I was like, yo, whatever that is with the ponytail, I need that.
She's the chick with the big cake, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. When you first show up, Mint, you pass Mint, and then it's the girl with the glasses. What's her name? I forgot her name. But she sends you up there to talk to her, like when you first load into the game.
The director.
Yeah,
the director. Yeah.
Okay.
I need her.
They were
now.
shameless with that camera work. Shameless.
Yeah, they knew exactly what it spoke to me. So whenever she comes out, the wallet, well, unfortunately, what needs to be done will be done. It's just, I'm like you refined gentlemen. It's cool sometimes for the end game, but really I'm here for the looks. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you look good enough. You already own a part of my wallet. It is what it is, right?
I mean, the looks are the end game. Like there's that saying,
yes.
Right? Fashion is end game. In gacha games, it's not necessarily the fashion; it's the waifus that you collect.
Yeah.
So
yes, I would work for the director for free. You know what I'm saying? Anything, cleaning the house, making a sandwich. It doesn't matter. Whatever she wants. It's whatever she needs. Yeah. I whatever she needs. It doesn't matter. Chair, sofa. Literally whatever. She's hungry. I could be food. But yeah, that's what I'm looking for right now.
All right, Bacon. We need you to cut this guy off. What are you thinking, Bacon?
Because I'm gonna keep it going.
Oh my god!
I'm gonna keep it going. I'm sorry.
For standard, out of the current selection, well, obviously the 6. I would go for Sakiri for voice actor bias. Like Sakiri and Mint shares the same VAs, so that's really like if Mint was on the S class selector, I would 100% choose Mint there, but Mint's an A rank. We could all get Mint at some point, but yeah, I would choose Sakiri there. And for limited, for who I'm going for Anomaly, and then I have 2 answers here for kind of favorites. First is Linko, who has the anomaly of the girl coming out of the TV, which reminds me of that one movie, which has the ghost girl coming out of the TV and quote unquote killing people. And then I made a joke about the second character. It's NTE's version of from Wuthering Waves. Called Nita, N-I-T-S-A.
Yes.
With the sentient hair?
Yes. With the blue hair and the fire coming out.
Yeah,
she had like a wedding dress on, right? That's the one.
Yes.
Yeah.
I did make a joke about it, calling her NTE's version of but that's it. That's all. I don't play Wuwa, but I watched the trailer when she came out, so yeah.
She's a little too dere. Is kind of like a tsundere,
That's my wife's favorite archetype.
Yeah, you could say that. Yeah.
Tsundere is?
I'll trust your word on it.
They're cool if done right. They're cool.
Wait. What is?
Is that Tyga? See, now, see,
Yo.
here we go.
Oh my god.
Ooh.
Okay.
And
okay,
I got Cassandra Lee Morris's autograph on the light novel and a poster, and I got a
respect.
Ooh.
Weiss Schwarz
Like
cards.
from Toradora?
Yeah, from Toradora.
Yeah,
Toradora,
yeah.
yes.
Okay.
We do definitely dabble in the tsunderes a little bit.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Guys, you're killing me. I have no merch.
My background is just blank, and then all my posters are just behind the camera, and like my figures are over there, and it's just like, yeah, I need to add a little character to my background.
Yeah. See, for me, I don't have anything I actually want. It's just everything studios send to me. So my wife, Mrs. Stix, she just like takes bits that she likes, and she's like, okay, we'll put that there, and then it just like gets higher and higher. We're gonna need a second shelf soon.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So.
Still nice though.
And then Evan's got the space mushrooms behind him.
Oh yeah, different dimension.
All right, so
Yeah.
we haven't heard from my boy Evac for a while. How are you feeling, Evac?
I'm feeling great. Unless like for the game, I think the game looks really nice. I like the environment. I also like a lot of the photograph customization. You know, with the pose, the background, you could move multiple characters around. The drone mode is really nice too. You could just take like pictures of beautiful like environment. Yeah, but I'm also I think like I like that there's a lot of side activities because I think a lot of issues with the open world like gacha games, right? Once you finish with everything, there's not really like a lot of side activities to do aside from your daily farming artifacts or farming grind. In NTE, I think there's like you could do like the Uber, DoorDash, racing, mahjong, like PvP games. So I think it does help with the replayability.
Yeah, definitely. My buddy, he's a professional photographer, like in real life, and he's a gacha virgin. And I've convinced him to try out Neverness to Everness and to pretend to be a photographer in the game. And he's pretty excited to do that. He was going to come on today, but we've got 6 folks in here. We were going to have 7, but Izumi never got back to me. But the drone did look really cool in in the live stream today. And speaking of the live stream, and it seems like me and Joker are both huge Persona fans, we got the Persona 5 and Persona X collab going on. That is awesome.
Yeah.
And we've got a Porsche collab. Like,
when I heard Beneath the Mask, I was like, oh shit, a collab like right off the start. I've never seen that before, like for a 1.0 launch.
yeah, that was
You guys already thought it was a collab from the first few seconds. It took me like 5 full seconds to realize that this is a collab, because initially I was like, wait, that sounds very similar to the song that I know. That can't be. They can't just start with a collab from step 1, right? That's impossible. And then the Porsche.
it looks so good.
The only thing that was going through my head at that moment in time was, my Porsche arrives, my fate is bent. And you have Fenrico driving the Porsche.
My honest initial thought was, oh shit, are we gonna have like a lawsuit coming up soon? Because I didn't see I heard the music, but I didn't see the Persona 5 because I was not expecting the collab. So I'm just like, oh shit, is this some copyright lawsuit coming on soon? I'm like, is there already like some drama right off the start? And then,
Perfect World publishes both games, right? The Persona 5
The gacha
Phantom
game.
X
Yeah.
game. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then also doing NTE. So
Oh yeah, that's a fair point. You know what?
I didn't take that. I didn't think about that. Yeah. It's funny because I imagine 9 out of 10 gacha YouTubers are using Persona music in the background. I'm guilty of it. Like, it's what I listen to when I'm chilling, so it is what it is. But I imagine some people were just like, okay, this is just my YouTuber playing this music in the background. I've gotten called out for it before, like, oh, another gacha tuber with his Persona music. And I'm just like, all right, chill. Like, we like what we like.
I do
It
K-pop.
happens.
Yeah. You don't get
Like,
flagged for
biggest price
K-pop?
of it. No, I'm just
Just
fucking with you. I
someone
don't really do
said
K-pop.
I was like,
I was
oh.
gonna be like,
I got
when
excited
have
for
you
a
ever
second.
used K-pop? I've got ZZZ music running in the background right now.
Hey, Come Alive. That is a great song. Masterpiece of a song.
What actually caught me off guard with the collabs was the Toph collab, because I actually like when the music came on for that, I sat there for a second, I'm like, yo, where do I remember this from? And then like there were 7 comments in 3 seconds, all just like a Toph collab, and I'm like, yo, right, that's where it's from.
I mean, it makes
So-
sense, right? Because it's their previous game, it's their first game, so obviously they're gonna go ahead and use it. I was surprised because I didn't recognize it at first, and I thought, oh, okay, this must be some emotional original song because they were using the dating footage as well, right? So I was like, okay, where's this from? This must be from some sort of like anime or something that's romantic and whatever and tragic. It's like, no, TOF. I'm like, oh my god, that's why I didn't recognize it. Because I didn't really play that much TOF. I played like for like 2 hours and then I would dipped. But still,
Most people.
absolutely. Well, it was what it was, right? Like if you had me, you had me. But still, I was very impressed with the soundtrack. I was like, damn, that's actually a good track. Okay, let's go. I'm down for this.
Is-
Yeah, I was worried when I initially heard about Everness and saw the studio that was making it, because Tower of Fantasy didn't have the best rap, and I've heard that they've improved the game significantly since release. However, it's still got some stigma around it. But I feel like Hoda has really like proved that they've got what it takes, just off of my experience with the beta, which is pretty limited. Like, I've avoided the story like the plague because I want to play it on release. But just the gameplay, the graphics, all the features and everything, I'm not concerned. I feel like they've redeemed themselves. Like,
Well, with Toph, Domain 9, I think, is where the game really got good. The first few like major patches, like 1.0, 2.0, 3.0, etc., weren't very good. But then once you hit Domain 9, like the game just got remarkably better, and they kind of just got better continually from there. And then specifically pertaining to Toph, I spoke to the community manager for NTE at Gamescom, and because that was the very first, I think, sponsor I had for NTE, and I don't have the best track record when it comes to videos for Toph. But I approached him and I was like, so, I appreciate you guys sponsoring me for, an NTE showcase, because they had me there on the floor, competing against a 4.5 million subscriber YouTuber, a GTA YouTuber. And so I was like, thank you guys so much for sponsoring me for this. I know that, I've done some negative videos on Toph in the past. Admittedly, I've done some negative videos on, a bunch of different games that deserved it. But Toph specifically, I might have gone a little too hard on. But this was like, the first year of my channel's conception. So I was still kind of like learning the ins and outs of Gacha. But they said, the community manager mentioned that Toph was very much so a learning experience from them, and they understand they made a lot of mistakes with it, and they've essentially attempted to learn from the mistakes that they made with Toph, and they're not trying to like run from it or hide from it, and that's why they're reaching out to content creators that didn't like Toph, because they believe that the version of NTE that they created is a stark improvement over Toph, and they think that that people will have a very different perception of what the game is when it ultimately launches. And they promised that there would be a lot of communication between the devs themselves, the publishers, and the content creators, so they don't fall into the trappings that were there for Toph, specifically pertaining to the I think the content creator program that was there, and the relationship between content creators and the publisher and the developers themselves. So I have a lot of faith that they know what they're doing this time. Like, they openly admitted to a bunch of stuff they did wrong with Toph, and they claimed that they learned from it. And like we've seen with the improvements they've made and the trailers they've released, with a live stream that they just had, like they're making a lot of very imported adjustments to the game. And then also, I know no one touched on this yet, but they, towards, I think it was like the latter third of the stream, they mentioned all the overhauls they were making to the game, like they made currently and then projected alterations they had for the game as well. And I think it is very telling of the kind of studio that they've become when they're being so open and transparent with their community now. Because they could have just been like, yeah, you know, we added some lighting effects, we improved some textures and shit. Our game's awesome, go play it. But no, they're like, here are 8 pages worth of all these different things we're doing, and then here are pages worth of stuff we're going to be doing. So the transparency, I think, builds like a semblance of trust between players, content creators, and developer/publisher that I think is very necessary given the history of Hada.
Even just showing the side-by-side frame rate comparisons with the same hardware and everything, like it was a significant increase, like a 50% frame increase between the previous betas and the like current model that they're using. So that's exciting, because I was originally playing on like a pre-built computer that was a few years old with a 3080 in it, and I figured it'd be able to handle it. But I saw Micro Center was selling a pre-built with a 5080 in it for $2,200, and that was a deal. So I drove 2.5 hours to go and pick that up, and yeah, it's running like butter right now. And with the improvements, it's going to be even crazier. Is anybody intending on re-rolling?
Never in my
No,
life.
not happening.
Rolled, and I never will.
Yes, I will be re-rolling.
We got.
I used to be a heavy reroller, so I know what it means to actually take the time and spend all of that just like doing the same thing over and over again. I'm tired, man. I can't do it anymore.
I'm too old for this.
Yeah, whatever I get is whatever I get, you know. That's also kind of part of the charm of gacha games, right? It's about making do with what you've got, right? And I wish we had this more as a focus, because I think this is one of the main attractions that you get. It's basically like you get one character, another guy gets another character, and you're doing the same content but in different ways, right? I think that's why a lot of people are drawn to gacha games, not just the gambling aspect, and that's why a community is forming around these games to such a degree, right? That's what I believe, at least.
Yeah, I could get behind that.
I just like to start off with an advantage. Why, roll for one S rank character when you can get like 2 or 3? And then,
fair.
if you get the good S rank characters, in the long run, it kind of saves you whatever gems, right? So you could get more rolls later on.
Yeah, I'm gonna just dump like $100-$200 in, get the character I want, and then be like, I'm done.
I'm gonna actually play the game now. Yeah. I don't know. I've burnt out on games like re-rolling for like 3 hours, and it's like I could have been playing the game for the last 3 hours. That's kind of disappointing. But
exactly. Like a friend of mine, Vulcan, he sometimes spends days, dude.
Yeah.
Days re-rolling before playing the game. It's like, yo, I finished the game before you started it. Like,
yes, I used to do that when I was a little bit younger. There were a couple of gacha games. My first one was Fate Grand Order. I used to go down that whole entire rabbit hole, but yeah, I'm to the point now where I'm all like, I can understand exactly why it is beneficial, especially like I said, if you're somebody that also wants to play for endgame and get like the highest numbers possible, it makes sense. But I think I did that with Zenless Zone Zero. So I think this game I'm gonna try to take a little bit of a break, and I know that I get my baby girl, I can select her, so I'm good. You know what I mean? I get her, she's coming home early. It doesn't matter what happens. So once she shows up, and then also like Stix said, there's no 50-50. I'm my bank account's already going to be gone anyways. I'm gonna just go ahead and
And the cool thing is the discounted pools that we get, that is just the standard banner. We're not like losing that 50 pity on like its own individual banner, which is pretty cool, because I've seen that in a lot of the games that we've had with a discounted banner. It's its own thing, but now you're accumulating those towards the standard banner pity regardless. So I think that's pretty neat. Does anybody have like any day one plans, anything going on with their stream or content?
I'm basically planning to just go ahead and do as much of the story content as possible because I've seen some stuff, some of the few quests that I've been able to play, and I'm really excited for the dynamic between the main character and everyone else from the Ibon antique shop. I think that's what the name is. So they've got a really chill vibe going on. I'm really happy to see that. It seems like most of the quests are going to focus on the group rather than on the individual characters, and I'm really excited for that.
My day one plan is going to be well, Vulcan's reroll stream is kind of my guilty pleasure, so I'm going to be rerolling while watching him reroll. So I could have someone to relate with their shitty luck. But after I get that account, then I'll probably start doing the story and whatnot.
Finish the story from the beta, both like chapters. So I'm basically just gonna power through it, do everything I can day one, do everything I can day two, and try to get to the new chapter because they tease a new chapter with the eye patch chick.
That's
So
exciting.
I'm excited to get to that part. I hate it. I want to point this out now. Like I've addressed this in every single stream and video I've done. I fucking hate Tagedo. He's the worst part of the game by unbelievable margins. So much so that when I was sponsored to do a video on it, I asked them because I was like, can I shit talk Tagedo? And the community manager who was handling it said yes. He was like, we've had a lot of negative feedback from Tagedo, so we completely understand your disdain for him. So he was like, you go right ahead and say whatever you want about him. So I'm like, okay, cool. I got into the video and like the first 30 seconds, I'm like, I love the game. Fuck Tagedo. I love the game though. Having a lot of fun. Fuck Tagedo. So, yeah. I hated Tagedo. I hated his like inclusion in so much of the story, but I'm very, very, very curious to see how they transition from like the Tagedo aspect of the story right into the eye patch girl one. Because from what we saw from the live stream, it looked so freaking good, dude. Like unbelievably good. And the first chapter was actually very good too. So I think there could be a lot to look forward to.
With your upcoming Genshin replay, we'll have to see if you hate Tagedo more than Paimon. Yeah.
That's stiff competition.
I played up until 3.0 of Genshin, so I know how annoying Paimon could get.
Yeah. But
You're gonna realize. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead. You go first.
I was gonna say you're gonna realize how much you'll miss the skip button, because I don't know, a lot of the Genshin stories are good, but other ones are like, oh man, I just have to sit here and kind of power through it
for minutes on end.
Yep.
Day one, I was going to reroll, but then I decided against it. But I'm in a situation with my community where I've essentially said that I'm gonna buzz my beautiful locks if I reach 1,000 subs, and it looks like I might actually get there. And I was kind of worried. So we'll see how that goes. I'm almost to the point because I'm getting out of the military. I'm 3 weeks away from no longer having to cut my hair. And so I intend on growing it out and growing a beard and everything. But I might have to buzz my head and go back to how it was 9 years ago when I joined basic training and stuff. So that would be terrible. And I'll wear a beanie through the summer. But that's my
thank you for your service.
Almost 1,000 subs.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, and thank you for the service too.
Rooting for you. Thank you for your service.
Yeah,
rooting for you.
Appreciate it, everybody. But kind of wanted to close it out with this question, and then we'll do outros. What's the number one thing setting this game apart for you personally compared to other Gacha games? We've already touched on that a bit, but like, what are you looking forward to most as we get closer to release? And we'll go counterclockwise this time. Joker, you're up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I feel like they answered first a lot. So,
I think, like I said before, probably just recreation. I haven't played a lot of Gacha games, but I've played enough of the ones that I've played to where I'm a little tired of, farming simulator mixed with story every month and a half. So I think I'm really looking forward to the open world and just the recreation stuff, just playing the mini games and stuff like that. That's That's what I'm looking forward to the most. And music, because now I see that we're having collabs with music. So now that they didn't open up a whole nother door, I'm trying to see what that's like. Me personally, that would be my answer, I guess you could say.
I would say the interactive gacha mechanic. Being able to move a piece being able to move the piece by rolling the dice is very unique. And the first time that I saw it, it was like I want to play it so bad just to do the pull or to roll the dice to move the pieces around the board. So I say the pull mechanic is what sets NTE from other games.
It's depth. And I mean that generally. They have a lot of content depth. So there's a lot of different varied types of content to do. They have a lot of character depth. So there are a lot of varying different character types. They have a lot of combat depth, and by that I mean a lot of different characters have very unique play styles. The world itself has depth. Like there are fantasy areas, there are metropolitan areas, there are little like urban areas and everything. There are like the amount of depth in every way. I feel like encompasses pretty much what I like about the game. Then there's like the animation depth as well, with how emotive and expressive the characters are. Like, they just nailed it in every single conceivable way. And I think there's more depth generally in a lot of areas that aren't typically found in gacha games, except for Tagedo. Like, they put way too much depth into that character. But, like, disregarding him, I feel like just everything together makes the game worthwhile overall. Everything that I've played so far, it just feels unique, and I think it's going to be a really great casual game. And as a casual gacha gamer, like that suits me perfectly.
Oh my god, what am I going to do after all that shade thrown at Tagido? Oh my god. Okay,
Just toss him out the window.
So basically, to try to say something that everybody else hasn't said, basically what I'm looking forward to the most is kind of like the gearing system. Because we're already used to like your artifacts, your relics, your disk drives and echoes having the RNG substat hell that you just can't like focus on something and be like, okay, I've done this character, I've built this character in like 2 weeks, 3 weeks. No, you're gonna have to, if you're unlucky, you're going to have to spend 1 month, 2 months using all of your stamina, hoping for a good piece. So what I'm really enjoying in NTE is the fact that when you get a piece, you are going to get exactly what you see. There's no random substat rerolling where like you level up the piece and you get more hits in your critical damage. It's just like, no, it's what you see is what you get. So the stats are fixed. You can't roll more times into the same stat. I am really looking forward to that because that's basically going to shave a lot of the time that I used to spend in menus just leveling them up and hoping for a good roll. That's what I'm looking for a lot.
To piggyback off of that real quick, also the dupe system. I think the dupe system is going to be a wonderful addition to the game. How you could just like, after you get your first dupe, you could choose any of the 6 passive abilities there to have at any time, which means that you can essentially craft a character that is different for any situation. So that's also very unique.
Damn, Stix, you did me dirty.
You stole it.
Wait, I'm sorry, dude.
Right at the end. Right at the end.
I was like, okay, so you already, Bacon already mentioned the polling system, and then Vyncent already mentioned the gearing system. I'm like, all right, the dupe system. No one mentioned this, and then Stix just came out of nowhere. Yoink!
Ooh.
Never mind. So I don't have anything that's unique. But what I am looking for is probably the combat. I think the combat, it's not new, but I think it's like a love child of Genshin Impact and Wuthering Waves. So it kind of take like the best thing out of those two and just put it in NTE. So I'm really looking forward to that. I do have some worries about the game though. Two of my worries is probably the mobile optimization. they didn't really show any mobile optimization. They only showed like the comparison between the PC, like, oh, this is before we got 60 FPS with this setting, but now we get 100 FPS with this setting with the optimization, but nothing about mobile. So I'm just like, damn, is mobile gonna be like WUWA and just like their phones just get fried unless they have a higher end device? So I'm just like, shit. Are we gonna do like a here we go again?
So at Gamescom, no, at TGS they sponsored me for an appearance there, and they wanted me to capture footage on mobile to advertise in a YouTube short, the mobile port of the game. So, and you can look this up if you want to by going through my shorts, but I did a dedicated YouTube short, and I'm like, the game is a lot of fun. Look what you could do, and then it crashed, and then I rebooted it, and then
Oh, boy.
the FPS dropped to like 4 FPS for an entire like 30-second a portion of the recording, and I'm like, it'll be okay, don't worry, we're just like it's just loading into the game, and then it crashed again, and then it loaded back in, and it ran at like 13 and I'm like, I managed to salvage bits and pieces of it running well, but I hope they've made some optimization improvements since then.
You just have to wear fingerless gloves so that you don't burn your hands. I am
But it worked beautifully on PC and console, though.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, go on.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys basically covered it all. Something that I'm actually excited for, which may be like a ways down the line, like a year away or whatever. I'm really excited and curious to see how the game expands, because a city setting is like you take GTA and it's like, all right, this is San Francisco, this is Miami. Like, what are we going to get there? Are we going to get like a beach town, or are we going to get like how are they going to make a new location feel unique? Like, what's going to be different? Are we going to get like a beach town with a boardwalk and like mini games there? Are we going to get just another metropolis? Like, I want to see what comes from the game. And I know that that's way down the line, but I'm looking forward to that for sure.
Especially because the game is set in a modern setting,
Mhm.
whereas games like WoW or Genshin or Enfield is like, okay, here's this, like beautiful, vibrant Chinese aesthetic. Then you go on to like some kind of alien city or alien world, and then you have this like, old Japanese style one. You can have an old like Western cowboy style setting, and you can just move through them, and you're like, yeah, it makes sense because the entire game is fantasy. But NTE is like, it's an urban modern setting where there are actual cities, cars, and everything. So you can't just go, from what's it called, Hetero to, like an old Japanese city, because it's just not going to work.
Mhm.
Like thematically, it just doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Unless there's like an anomaly or something that shifts you through to another dimension where that would make sense, I guess.
Well, Hetero is already kind of like Japanese-inspired city, right? Because like there's
Like a
all the
modern
sakura
version of
trees.
it, yeah.
Yeah. There's already the sakura trees and something. The one thing that I can imagine where they're going to add new regions to the game, not necessarily a new city area, but they're most likely. I've seen I don't know if you guys have experience driving over the bridge, like the Golden Gate Bridge that they have over there. There's a landmass in the distance, like another island. So I'm sure that whatever is going to get added, we're probably going to get it in that area. And hey, if we're all doing the modern stuff, the only thing that I can think of that they could add for another city is you're coming to Europe. You're coming to Europe, guys.
Crossing the pond.
Yep. That's basically what I think they're going to do.
I
Maybe.
mean, it
Who
would be
knows?
really cool because, we've all seen the footage in the car commercials and stuff in like real life, like those like mountainside or hillside like roads and stuff. Like cruising around on some of those would be really cool. I mean, maybe we'll get some helicopter what's it? Mounts, air vehicles.
Yeah.
I'm super
Little
excited
air
to see
travel.
where it goes from where we're at, even though we haven't gotten to the game's release. But yeah, I think we're.
Will you say? Oh,
Go
go
ahead.
ahead. Sorry.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna ask. Will you say that'll be like your motivating factor of continue playing the game long term? Like just see what area they add, like what or the story or anything like that.
I'm a story player. Like I'm gonna like play the game through the story and then I'll like make content on it and do my dailies, but once I wrap everything up, it's like there is still stuff to do around the world with like the city tycoon stuff. So that's what's really motivating me to, or that's what's really attracting me to this game versus other gacha games. Like I like playing through the story and then I'll wait a month and a half till I get more.
So I do it too.
And-
Casual.
And then, how do you guys feel about the dating aspect of the game, like the relationship aspect?
I know that a lot of.
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, go on. Oh, on social media, people are very upset that you can't invite males. So I know that.
Yeah, I
I'm
hope
okay
they add
with
that.
Like, I'm okay with
feel
it either way.
Sorry, go ahead. I'll ask after that.
Oh,
Okay.
the one thing I'm like kind of worried about the dating aspect or the relationship aspect of the game, like once the novelty wears off, then what's gonna happen? Because I feel like a lot of the scenes, right, they're gonna reuse the same scene, just a different character model next to you,
Yeah.
and then just like, do you think they're gonna expand on that? Like, I hope they do, but
Okay, so I think I might be able to answer this. Okay, first and foremost, the question that I wanted to ask is basically, how do we know that you can't invite the men? Because from what I've seen from the official stream, they didn't really confirm that, did they?
Well, when I played it, there was no option for any of the men. There's only the option for like 5 or 6 women.
Absolutely fair, absolutely fair. But what I'm saying is, maybe that's just the case for the betas that we've been able to experience, right? Obviously, there is a huge risk for that to happen, right? Where you can only invite the women first, and maybe the males are going to get developed as time goes on. Maybe there's a situation where the males won't get developed. But I do think that it would be, even for me, it would be fun to just like have not necessarily like husbando moments with the guys, but bro moments.
Dude,
like, bro,
that's, yeah.
just like go grab a drink with the guys, right? And just like have fun. That would be really nice. But in terms of like the getting stale, right? If the interactions are going to get stale, I do believe that they're going to add more interactions as time goes on. And from what we've seen so far, a lot of these interactions, some of them are unique to every single character. So like you've got the hug interaction, which is different for Fadia, it's different for Juyuan, it's different for Mint and Nunnally. So I'm assuming something like that might happen. But even then, the next step, what I would believe, is allowing these types of interactions when you go into 4-player co-op. That's what I think that they're going to do, right? I think it's a missed opportunity to not allow you to use these interactions. The models are already there. The characters are there. If you can do that in between players, I think people are going to have a blast with it.
And
Like
also,
when you take the waifus into the pool and you can use a squirt gun on them, so you can squirt gun other characters while running around other players.
Yeah, sure. Or maybe just hand. Maybe it can be something as wholesome as just hand holding. We don't have to go that far. It could just be like maybe an innocent hug.
You
Who
don't know the
knows?
gacha community, do you, bro?
To like give a positive vibe over here. I'm sorry.
and aside from the like those date interactions, there are character specific stories and like there's plenty to do with individual characters outside of just like swinging on the giant swing. But guys, we're coming up on an hour here, and I could keep you guys here all night, but I'm trying to keep it a tight hour. So we'll go counterclockwise again. Outro yourself, shout yourself out, plug yourself, whatever you want to do, and then we'll wrap this up.
Okay. Well, it was definitely fun. The name is Joker. We do, like I said, more Neverness to Everness stuff now. We do some Zenless Zone Zero content. It will be literally just Joker. I think it's that's my YouTube channel. It's in my bio for anybody else, at least in here, that wants to take a look at it. And I'm definitely excited to not only grow individually, but grow as a team with in general. I think that this is going to be a really good game, and my experience so far in the community is always it's been great so far. A lot of nice people, everybody's enjoying the game, so hopefully success for not only the game but for everybody else's brand. Let's all grow together, you know what I mean? That's what I hope for.
Everybody's information is going to be in the description, so don't worry. Evan?
Yeah. BaconEvan here. Yeah, you can catch me doing a lot of gacha games. As of now, I'll be doing a lot of catch up on stories because I've been missing out on a lot of Genshin and Honkai stories because just IRL things. But yeah, BaconEvan everywhere. Everywhere on social, and looking forward to being the quickest to go to prison in game.
In game, of course. Yeah.
All
All right. It's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much for having me, Nyph. As I mentioned earlier, my name is Vyncent Remathar. I stream on YouTube and I stream on Twitch all the time. General gacha content creator. Do everything everything and anything that comes to mind.
Vincent, the second victim.
Oh, well, guys. For me, it's this is a first for me. I'm really happy to have been able to wake up at 4:30 a.m. in the morning for this podcast. As usual, right? My name is Stix, and I hope you've enjoyed the content. We basically do everything we can over here. HSR, ZZZ, Withering Waves, NTE. Now we're gonna be doing Silver Palace when it comes out, Ananta when it comes out. We might even do Progmata on stream. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, find me on Twitch, YouTube, and Twitter, and that's basically it. Have a good one, peeps. I'm gonna have some sleep.
I love your name, bro.
Likewise, likewise.
Thank you for having me. My name is Evac. Evac Gacha on Twitch, Kick, and X. Evac Gacha Gaming on YouTube. Mainly play ARPG gachas. I'm playing Genshin. I'm playing Wuthering Waves. Playing Zenling Zone Zero. Playing Arknight's Enfield, Mongol Sardive, and gonna play NTE. Content-wise, I just kind of make whatever I feel like making, and I stream whenever I feel like streaming. But yeah, thank you for having me.
Thank you all for coming. And that's it for episode 1 of Anomaly Anonymous.
I like the name.
Bye.
Except we're not really anonymous. Bye.